Just so everyone is aware, this episode does include spoilers for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so if you haven't seen up until episode 4, I would recommend not watching it unless you don't care about spoilers.
Aloha, and welcome back to another episode of... Ah! What the heck? Captain America, what's wrong with you? Well, I mean, it's because he's not Captain America. Okay, so obviously, Falcon and the Winter Soldier has been going on recently, and I really like it, for the most part. My list of episodes so far, which by the way, I filmed this after episode 4, I don't know when this is gonna come out, but my episode list so far in terms of which one's the best would be 4, 3, 1, 2. I didn't like the second episode that much. I thought it kind of dragged a little. I wasn't a huge fan of it. But the rest of it, I really like. There are some scenes that I think are a bit too slow, like pacing-wise, but the last 2 episodes, specifically 4 and 3, have been really, really good in terms of all that. All my complaints that I did have are kind of starting to go away, and I'm really invested in the story. Obviously, if you're still sitting here, then you know what happened at the end of episode 4. That's what really helped elevate this episode for me, is that not only was it a really good episode, but it also had that element of, like, dark, like, shock, you know, of that, just that shot alone is dark, let alone what happened, you know, to do it, and that was a really good episode, and really good finale of that episode. However, just like my last video with the Godzilla vs. Kong thing, a lot of the reviews, or a lot of the, internet's opinion of this is kind of dumb, because they keep saying, oh, this isn't Captain America, and how dare they, this is a bad Captain America, and going so far as to send, Wyatt Russell, I want to say his name is, the guy who plays, John Walker, death threats and saying, you know, like, oh, you're not Captain America, how dare you, you know, they ruined him, blah, blah, blah. That's the point. He's not supposed to be Captain America, because that's not who John Walker is. If you know anything about Marvel Comics, you know that John Walker isn't Captain America. He's U.S. agent, and that is a very different thing. He took over the Captain America mantle, but he's not Captain America. He's worse. He is a villain in the comics to an extent, and that's what they're doing on the show. He's not supposed to be this grand, you know, the best Captain America. He's not supposed to be a replacement because he's a villain. It's so dumb to be like, oh, this isn't my Captain America, and Chris Evans needs to come back, and if you don't like the character, that means Wyatt Russell is doing a good job as the character, because you're not supposed to like him. I didn't like him even before he decapitated that dude, or whatever he did at that scene, but you're supposed to not like him, because that's the point of the character. He's supposed to be kind of a jockey douche, and that's exactly what he is. That line from the first Captain America, this one.
The serum amplifies everything that is inside, so good becomes great, bad becomes worse.
Whatever happens tomorrow, you must promise me one thing. That you will stay who you are.
Not a perfect soldier, but a good man.
Yeah, that kind of shows the difference between Steve Rogers and John Walker. John Walker is very much a soldier. He does everything, you know, with kind of a removed sense of humanity to it. And I'm not saying that's like every soldier or whatever, but that's the John Walker character. He is strategic and he's a good soldier, but he's not a good guy. Like, his motivations might be in the right spot, trying to help, trying to, you know, take on that mantle of Captain America, but he's not Cap. Yeah, and that's, you know, kind of the point. His motivations are good, but he has too much of an ego. He has too much of a, I'm gonna go headstrong, and so many people are missing that because they're dumb, and they don't, like, that's just an objectively a dumb opinion to have. It's like, oh, this Captain America is bad, and Marvel sucks now because they have a bad Captain America. He's not gonna be Captain America at the end of the show. I almost guarantee it. It will probably be Sam. It could be Bucky. I'm kind of hoping it's Bucky, but you know, whatever. To say that, you know, Wyatt Russell is doing a bad job, or to send him death threats over that, is dumb. So much of the, like, every single time something happens on the internet, that person gets death threats. It's dumb, and obviously shouldn't happen, but a lot of the oomph behind that has kind of been taken away, just because literally everything anyone ever says or does has a death threat attached to it. But you gotta be careful, because that doesn't mean that some people aren't genuinely insane and would actually do something. You know, the whole, hate the character, not the actor, is a great thing. No one's saying you have to like the murderous Captain America, but you don't have to hate the actor. In fact, you shouldn't, because he pulls off a great performance, especially in episode 4. I loved him in that. When the Daj Malaj, or however you say that, beats him up, I really like that line where he's just sitting there, like, completely defeated, and he just goes, they weren't even super soldiers. It shows his vulnerability. It shows that he doesn't have enough confidence in himself, and that leads up to him taking the serum, and then that enhancing the already anger, like, you know, filled John Walker into what we saw at the end of that episode. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this. Comment down below what you think, if you like this season or not, what you think of the new Captain America. Personally, I had that theory that they were gonna, you know, make him into a villain. I think Sharon Carter, there's gonna be something with her. She's either the power broker or she's working with the power broker. That's my theory right now. It's not just mine. I mean, obviously a lot of people think that, but I do agree with that theory. I think there's something up with her. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next episode. Goodbye! You like the jazz hands. That should be my new outro now. Bye!
Okay, bye!